Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Arsilda. In this episode I'm going to share some of my experience about the breastfeeding process. I had another video before about the breastfeeding process and about my experience and suggestions about essential that I suggest for every woman to have home and to make their breastfeeding process as easy as possible for them and for their baby. In this episode I'm going to share some of the tips how to increase the the breast milk supply. Uh, I have only breastfed my child, and only in the first week I was breastfeeding and giving formula. And after a few weeks, I start only breastfeeding. Um, the first weeks were very difficult for me as a new mom. It was completely a new experience, and it was a new experience for me and for my body, and it was very difficult for me at the beginning to breastfeed my child. I didn't know how to do that, and it was very stressful because as a new mom I didn't know even too much about breastfeeding the baby, about things that I should do and I shouldn't do during the breastfeeding process. In this video I'm gonna share different tips and different methods that was very helpful for me um, to help me to only breastfeed my baby and to produce enough milk for him. So in this way, I had no need to use the formula during the process of breastfeeding. I can encourage every woman to breastfeed their children. It is very healthy and at the same time is less expensive. It is a very hard work and stressful. So I encourage them to read and to prepare themselves for this information. I hope this video you find enough information and enough help for you to make your breastfeeding process easy. The first tip that I can suggest is to nurse or to pump often. It is very important to empty your breasts. So in this way you can stimulate your body and your brain to produce milk. Every child, every baby, depends on their age. They ask for breastfeeding every 2 or 4 hours, depend on the age of the baby. So in this way you can build a routine for your body to produce milk and the amount of milk that your child will ask. So in this way, pumping and as much as you pump or breastfeed your baby, as much your body will produce for them. The other suggestion is to drink plenty of water. Hydration during the process of breastfeeding is very important. The most amount of the milk that you produce is water, so make sure that during the day you drink plenty of water, or at night, so you keep your body very hydrated, and in this way you stimulate your to produce the milk. It's very important. It's one of the most important ingredients to make milk. Another tip that I can give is to eat healthy. You have to understand that the vitamins and the nutrition that the baby is going to take for them, they're going to take from your milk. So try to eat as much healthy food as you can. Avoid fast food or things that they are not healthy, and in this way or make sure that the food that you ate is proper for the breastfeeding mom. And also during the process of breastfeeding I continue to take the prenatal vitamins. So in this way I make sure that I'm taking enough vitamins and the baby is taking enough vitamins as well. I notice also that the oatmeal and the oat milks, they help to produce milk, so I was consuming them during the breastfeeding time. Another method that I use for the breastfeeding process was the power pump. I can say that the pump is one of the most important thing that was helpful for the process of breastfeeding. I used the electric pump, the Spectra one. It was covered by insurance company. You can use even other pumps that you can find, even manual one that you find in market. Depends on how much you want to invest in pumps and how many time, how much you want to breastfeed or to pump for your baby. Electric ones are faster, and there are different brands, and I was very satisfied about the Spectra. It was very fast and they make very easy the process of breastfeeding. The power pump method of breast milk is that you take 1 hour a day only to pump. In this way you stimulate your body to produce milk. This take for 1 week, or you can do longer or less, depend on the amount of milk that you want to produce, to stimulate your body to produce. You take 1 hour and you separate into pumping and break. You pump for 20 minutes and then you take a break for 10 minutes. After finished your break, you start another 10 minutes pumping. You do another break for 10 minutes and also you pump again for 10 minutes. In this way, you do this pumping process for 1 week and you stimulate your body for to produce more milk and to make enough milk for your child. I also can say that there are different herbs that you can find in market that they are helping women to produce milk. I use the mother's milk tea. That was very helpful for me. Actually, it helped me a lot to produce a tea, to produce milk. There are different cookies, bars, or different teas that they use different herbs to stimulate the women to produce more milk. I can say that fenugreek and fennel seeds, that they are in mostly the bars or cookies or teas that you find in market. They are found that they help most of the women to produce milk. In the case that a certain product is not helping you to produce, you can try another one. Just make sure that they don't cause any allergy. Another method for the breastfeeding process that I can suggest is to do as much as you can skin to skin breastfeeding. Skin to skin breastfeeding process is that you and your baby are naked and you breastfeed your child. This is very emotional and it's very relaxed for you and your child. So it makes the breastfeeding process less stressful and more enjoyable for both of you. Skin to skin process of breastfeeding is recommended by doctors, and especially in the first weeks, but even later is still very relaxed and very emotional process of breastfeeding. Another tip that I can suggest is to ask for help. Depends on what kind of issue you are facing with the breastfeeding. You can ask for help women that they are already that they have already experience with the breastfeeding, and you can ask for their experience and for their suggestions. In this way you can make your breastfeeding process easy. And the other thing is that you always try to Google or to find information in internet for the issues that you are facing. And if you are having, and if you want to have more professional help, you always ask for nurse or lactation specialist, depends on the country where you live. I actually asked for the lactation specialist help. The first appointments were covered by insurance companies, so you find out about your insurance company, what do they cover and how many appointments they cover with your lactation specialist. They give you technical advices, and also they give you help about the troubles and the problems that you are facing. The other tip that I can say is to reduce the stress. The stress is one of the things that really impacts our life and impacts even the women to produce milk. So try to be as much as you can relaxed during the process of breastfeeding. Ask help to your husband or to your people that they are around you to help you and to manage the situations that you are facing. And I think that in this way you make easy yourself to breastfeed the process. It is a hard work, it is difficult, sometimes it's even painful, but I encourage every woman to breastfeed their children. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Please, if you find the information that I shared through my videos helpful, subscribe my channel or leave any comments for any suggestions or any video or any information that you want to take. Thank you again, and see you in the next video.